All right, I'm back again on the hawk. Look at the hawk, sitting even with the dirt. This is a side I seldom see of the hawk. This side of the crankcase. Normally, it seems like I go to the other side and talk about the hawk. Today, I'm on this side, though, and very shortly you'll see why. So today's a special episode. We're going to do one thing that's boring, and then one thing that's tremendously exciting. So, maybe not exciting for you, but exciting for me, and exciting for the legacy of the hawk. It's so important to get great footage of this hawk, and shortly you'll see why, and you'll see why I'm so excited. Quick note, I am using chest mount selfie stick. It's actually a chest mount video unit 3.0. I do still have selfie stick holster 1.0 and 2.0 up there. If you've seen my previous episodes, you'll hear all about that. But today we're going to revisit a problem we had last year, and we're going to solve it today. And you could probably guess what this is about. So, like any good cooking show, I've gone ahead and dumped the ingredients into small custard cups, figuratively. And by that I mean, look, the seat's already off. And look, the screw I already loosened out of here, pre-loosened it, and then it just pops off. And then you can see there's a little peg here and a peg here, and that goes into these little rubber bushings here. And this one single screw, which goes here, just fell out. So I want to take a closer look at this, and something doesn't look right here, does it? Last year, I changed this battery. The battery that it came with was garbage. It was just like a toy. You could put it in your pocket. It was trash, and I left the key in the ignition on. And having it turned on ran the battery all the way down. And then the battery didn't want to take a charge, so I went out and got extreme 12 volt, and then here it is. So I think it's a fairly simple battery. I did have to fill it with liquid and charge it and all that stuff, so but it's all great and it's fine. But look what I had to do. I had a mini hose clamp, because this terminal end, as I was messing with it, I only bent it like twice, and it just snapped right off. So, this is a Chinese kind of, I don't want to call it junk, but, this isn't high-end materials here. This is just like thin, it's like tin almost. You bent it twice and it snapped. But I didn't have an extra end at the time, so I had to go ahead and kind of soldier through using hose clamp battery terminal device 2.0. But that turned out to be a bad deal, because out on the road, this little nubbin end here would pop off. And one time I had no electricity, and I'd forgotten that I had done this. And here's some, as I'm looking here, here's some other rogue piece of metal, and I don't know what in the world this is about, but we're not going to worry about that now. But I do need to take off a hose clamp, a 2.0 battery terminal connector. So I'm going to pause briefly, and then I'm going to come back after I've got that off and see if I can arrange for this to come on there. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I got the little hose clamp off of there, and now I think I'm gonna do something kind of like this. I'm gonna stuff this piece of copper inside here, and then I'm going to smash it. I don't know what this is. I think this is used in electrical work, but it's some sort of smasher. So you can see, I don't know what this thing is. I'll call it a smasher, and I'll put it on here like this, and I'll see if I can smash it. And if I can, then that'll make me a new battery terminal end connection piece. Let me see if I can give it a squeeze. Yeah, that's good. It didn't take. Guys, it didn't take. I'm gonna have to come back and do it again and see if it takes this time. Let me go to Crimping Device 2.0. This is from IKEA. You know, I always specialize in garbage stuff from poor manufacturing and cheap. So this IKEA thing is right up my alley, and it didn't really crimp. I really need the power from this terminal masher. Man, that's so hard to get on there. Come on. Squeeze. Squeeze. It is on there better now, but it isn't perfect. So we're gonna squeeze it again and see if we can really smash it on there. Now let me try up here to give it a good, give it a squeeze up here. You can see I'm kind of straining. Even my voice is kind of straining to do this. It's not easy, but it appears to be fairly locked on there now using Smasher 1.0. So I think we have that part taken care of. Now, I really should have a washer for this, but they didn't have many sizes, so I couldn't find one specific to this small size, but I think we're going to make do. I'm going to try to run a screw through it, and I think it'll be okay. I don't think it's gonna come off. So we'll run this screw through this terminal end here, and I'll try to see if I can get. Oh, jeez! Try to get this this thing. This is hard to do even with two hands. I used to do a lot of holding the camera, and then I would with one hand, and then I would do all my work with the other hand. So I'm going to pause just till I get this done, so I don't have to just sit and gab, because I do want to show you one other thing, and I don't want to run out of time. One moment. Okay. It's on there. Now, I'm taking a little risk here because the hole in the terminal connectors are kind of wide, and I don't have a proper size washer, so it could fall off. And that's a little risk I'm taking here without using a washer, but I don't have one on me, and I really think this is going to be all right. Just for the sake of this video, we'll go ahead and check and see if it comes to life. Yeah, and it does. You can see it's green. So the battery does work, and I've really run out of time to show you what I wanted to do next. So I'm going to save that for another video, which I'm going to just shoot right now. But that's making the correction here to the battery terminal end using your Smasher 1.0 terminal smasher, and hopefully that'll give us good safe riding and good electrical connectivity on this bike from now on. So until next time, guys, we'll see you down the road.